Hello there, my name is Juan Sebastián Cristancho Echara, and in this video I really want to share with you how this course called English Culture helped me how to understand things like culture, identity, stereotypes, and the way the way of English speaking countries are presented. Well, first at the beginning, I really thought that culture was mostly about traditions, food, holidays, but throughout the course, I really realized that culture is also about history, identity, social experiences, and the way people see themselves and the others. Well, that's helped us to understand culture really matters, especially for us as a future English teachers, always connected to people and their important stories. Well, one of the things that surprised me the most was to know how many stereotypes I had without even notice them. For example, I used to think that the United States and the United Kingdom in very simplified ways were like almost all the things like or the versions that we see in the movies or social media. But this course helped me to understand what like that both countries are much more diverse and complex than the pictures we usually receive from this media. So I also realized that uh, social media is so powerful in shaping our perceptions. Sometimes, like we think that we know a culture because we watch series or we watch TikToks or the news, but those representations are often incomplete or exaggerated. So this made me question. So this made me to question some of my own assumptions and make me reflect on how easy it is to adopt stereotypes without thinking in a critical way. So, well, another important thing inside for me was to understand my identity. So, I learned that identity is not something like fixed. Instead, it's influenced by the culture, the community, the languages, and the personal experience of each one. So this helped me like to see why cultural inclusion is essential in an English teaching environment. So students maybe they come from different backgrounds and they are gonna have like their own identities and they deserve to be like respected and represented in a very good way. So as a future English teacher, I know like I have to be uh, stronger, like like have to have like a stronger responsibility to represent the culture in a more accurate and respectful way. Well, I don't want to teach only fun facts or cliches in my classroom. I want to help students to see the culture like something dynamic and diverse, and I want to avoid like reinforcing stereotypes in my classroom. Instead, I really want to encourage curiosity, empathy, and critical thinking. Well, to summarize, I think this course helped me to understand that teaching English is not just about grammar or vocabulary, it's also about teaching like all perspectives. Well, if we want to have like students with a very good communication with all the world, we need to help them to see the cultures beyond the stereotypes. So my final question is, can we truly teach languages without teaching cultural empathy? For me, the answer is no. And that is one of the most important lessons I'm taking with me from this course, English Colthon 7th semester.